What's going on, traders? Another day, another dollar. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. Just wanted to recap and cover the different stocks that we were talking about for this overall week. There were a couple that I called out. There were a couple that I covered yesterday. If you guys saw that like 50-second video, again, I made that as a joke. It's my top 4 stocks, and I broke down 4 series of stocks. I'm kind of just going to recap on them, talk about the ones that have seen signs of confirmation, and obviously just cover pretty much like what's currently trending. Today's Friday, so I just really wanted to talk about the ones that are seeing the most growth. I do want to give a shout out to all those that were able to participate and take advantage of the opportunity that CEMEX has experienced. If you guys saw, as of Monday, when if I'm not mistaken, this was one of the top stocks that I called out for this month. When it dropped again perfectly now for the second time, it does not mean 100% that I'm correct 100% of the time. That is never true, right? All I looked at was at 180-day analysis. And I'm saying this because I want you guys to understand why I saw potential. That's the whole thing. I don't want you guys to trade what I'm trading. I want you guys to have an understanding on why I saw potential. I think that's much more valuable. So with that being said, 1 bounce, 2 bounce. It's already validated the third. I mean, there's multiple bounces at this psychological support at $14. This is a known bounce area. Like, it doesn't always bounce exactly at $14, and it does go below sometimes. And that's all part of the game, right? This is a multi-million-dollar company. So with that being said, I wouldn't expect it to bounce at exactly that $14 price point. But what I do know is when it did have those sell-offs, we called it out when it was at $13.70, and we were able to take advantage of that and be able to sell it at near $15. Now, when it came down to this initial bounce, it didn't drop as low as the previous time, and it hit lows of about $13.70. That's the low that I saw, and I set my alert. I called it out when I was like, hey, if it goes above $13.80, I'll go ahead and I'll take a position. I ended up taking a position, but then the day that followed, I ended up selling out my position and get to experience the full growth that CEMEX had to offer. So with that being said, today it broke above $15, and that is one of the first times within the past 30 days, if I'm not mistaken, it has hit $15, above $15. So now it's actually on this 180-day chart starting to show signs of an uptrend. So if you see this, it's actually validating the support at $14, and it's now indicating an uptrend, the same pattern that we were seeing here. And if we see the 180-day EMA, we could see that it's trending far below the, far above the EMA line. This is the moving average exponential. Everything is starting to show signs that CEMEX is starting to trend up. Does that mean 100% that this is a buy? No. With huge pumps, like as of what it's experiencing today, I don't want to say huge pumps, it's up like nearly 3%, but that's a big move for CEMEX within one day. So what we could expect is some consolidation, maybe a little pullback at around 15 to 1480, 1470. But then I really do see this thing to continue to start showing signs of an uptrend, just like it did here. So the last time that it pumped up to $15, it consolidated for 2 or 3 days, and then it started to show signs of huge growth. This is a swing stock. This is not a stock that is going to just shoot up and then just shoot down. I mean, that's not a normal pattern for these multi-million-dollar companies. So they're going to go up, they're going to pull back, they're going to go up, they're going to pull back. As long as they're continuing to show signs of an uptrend and hold above the EMA, then I think that's one of the most important things that I try to look for. So I'm really happy for all those that did very well. I had a couple of people show me their next couple $1,000s that they were making, because you're up a little bit more than 10% than what the actual purchase price that that they entered at. The next one that I'm going to talk about is GoPro. GoPro is one that I called out at the bounce at $8. I'm not too sure if you guys remember this one, but it had a huge pullback due to its earnings that it reported. Let's see if it actually pops it up quick enough. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. All right. That was a 90-day analysis. I'm sorry for the delay. Okay, so what I called out was, hey, again, nothing crazy. This is a multi-million-dollar company. All I looked for was a psychological support, a price point where it's previously bounced at. Last time we called it out at $9, but it broke below that support. There was no validation. It never broke above the EMA. So we never labeled it as a buy, right? I took a position on it when it was at that higher price point for a couple day swings, but that was it. I never labeled it as a buy. Now it had this huge sell-off at $8, which is a previous support, as you can see right here. So again, just looking at previous patterns at this 180-day analysis, and it broke above the EMA line, as you can see right here. So now it's actually showing within a 180-day analysis a solid sign of an uptrend. So that's the easiest way that I can put it. It does not mean that 100% you should buy this, right? You should never just buy or invest based on anybody else's opinion, but see if it's something that is worth taking advantage of. You know, let's say you get in at an average of 830 to $10, it's 20% potential for profit. What's your potential for loss? From $8, if you stop loss out at like, you know, $7.99, that's 3.7%. Let's say you go in with $10,000, you have the opportunity to lose $371, but you have the potential to make $2,000. So ask yourself, is that an investment worth taking? It's up to you, and you have to, you know, have your own value or eye for value to make that decision. So instead of asking where should I buy, where should I sell, and where should I cut my losses, that's nothing that I will never tell you where to buy, where to sell, or where to cut your losses, nor will anyone that is part of our Technical Solutions group. You're here to, you know, we're here to share our experiences and share our best practices. And if you can't identify value or a good buy point, then you shouldn't be trading real money. That's the easiest way that I can put it. You should probably be dedicating a little bit more time to simulation trading. And I mean that in the way. I just don't want you guys to go into anything that you don't truly understand. Now, the other one that I'm going to talk about is MIK. We called out Michael's yesterday, and it looks like today we got the confirmation of that uptrend pattern. We called out the support at $18, and I said I'm going to wait for the confirmation and the break above 819. So with that being said, it already broke above the EMA line, right? And I believe this is all intraday. So let me actually zoom in a little bit closer. So I'm really happy to see that we broke above the EMA line. So it's starting to show signs of an uptrend. It's up nearly 3% on the day, which is huge for I'm not too sure if this is a billion-dollar company, but I do want to let you guys know that it does have its earnings coming up on the 30th of November. So that's something to look out for. What I would like to look for is, I don't actually think that this thing is going to pop right above $19 and shoot up. I think it's going to hit 19, pull back a little bit, be there, and show some signs of consolidation. I want to see how it reacts to its earnings, so I'm actually going to hold off on it. But I'm really happy to see those that have been able to swing trade it from our call out are now able to take advantage of that opportunity. So again, all I did was I looked at previous patterns, previous low points. So this is pretty much my whole plan. I look at previous supports. Once I see, I can set my alert. Okay, well, if it goes below 18 to alert me. If it goes above, I can do that right now. If it goes above, what the heck? Wow, it's not even popping up. I think the internet's a little slow here, so it's not popping up. But you can set your alerts if it goes above $19, and just wait for the confirmation. Wait for the confirmation that it's validating the pattern that you identified. I think that's one of the biggest drawbacks that people experience, is that they get so hyped up. And correct me if I'm wrong. There's a bunch of people that saw value in GoPro, right? We've been talking about this one for a while, but got in it too quick and did not wait for the uptrend confirmation, meaning that on this 180-day analysis, they got in at like 850 because they thought it was a good buy. They just thought it was a good, because it was so low. Realistically, it doesn't matter. There's no pattern or indication for an uptrend. It's not breaking above EMA. There's nothing telling you that this thing's trending back up. So you just thought it was a good deal. And because you did that, there's nothing wrong with that, but then you have to at least understand that you're probably going to have to ride it all the way down until it confirms that uptrend pattern. And that's all I wait for, is be patient, set your alerts, and once it breaks above the EMA or whatever indicator you use to validate an uptrend, then it's up to you. So I believe that is it. Those are all the different stocks that I wanted to talk about. We talked about GoPro. We talked about, I wanted to really cover CEMEX. This is not one from its pattern, but if we look at it on this 1-year analysis, we can see the previous support that it had at $8. And look, it's right around that $8 price point again. It's still trending down. So what does that mean? Well, I'm not going to invest in it until it confirms an uptrend pattern. So I'm just going to simply set my alert at 811. And when it goes above 811, then I'll know that, CEMEX is more relevant. So I'm just looking at previous low points. It doesn't matter. This is just kind of like, okay, it's a potential good buy, but I'm going to wait for the confirmation. So that's why I set my alert, and we'll just have to follow up with it. But that's really just it, guys. So let's see if there's any questions that are popping up that you guys would like me to answer. Oh, I'm not too sure if you guys were able to see, but I uploaded a video because of Tesla coming out with their new Roadster. Supposed to be around $250,000, 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. This thing's completely That's a really dorky joke. That's a mode that goes really fast for Tesla. But feel free to check out that video. I called it out last night, an effort for a couple of you to hopefully be able to take advantage of that opportunity that presented itself. And if we look at a 2-day analysis, we could see that during pre-market hours. And again, the reason that I called it out was like I didn't tell anyone to buy, but I was like, look, this news came out that's positive for Tesla, which acts as a positive catalyst, and Tesla was oversold. So if we look at a 90-day analysis, on a 180-day analysis, like it was at a pretty low point, and it was validating that support, and it started trending up. I thought, this could only be a bigger catalyst to, increase the price of, Tesla dramatically. And that's what happened during, it had a sell-off, and now it's starting to consolidate right around, the previous price that it was. There's some news coming out about like Elon's overall like kind of like relationships and his personal life and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what's actually driving the price down. All I know is that there was a positive catalyst which acted as this price increase. So obviously the volume is much greater than the previous day, so it's more relevant. So just keep your eyes out for Tesla. Set your alerts, and when it becomes relevant, or if it's something that you see value in, then great. It's up to you to take advantage of that opportunity. Do you swing trade options? No. What the heck? I don't trade options. But thank you for asking the question, bud. Alrighty, boom, boom, boom. That's right, Marcus. So what do I think about AKS? I'll go ahead and cover that real quick. Thank you, Dan, for asking. So AKS, if I'm not mistaken, it was above $4 last time I checked. Yeah, and it's been trending up ever since. So this is one that we called out for this in our Sunday stock talk after it validated the support at $4, and it's been trending up ever since. It hasn't shown any signs of a downtrend since its bounce. And that's the great thing about it. Again, AKS was showing a lot of consistent signs of a downtrend, and people were trying to identify where's a good buy point. The only time that it's crossed above EMA, and that's why, again, it's never 100%, but it did cross above the EMA here. It broke and almost hit 450, but then it had another sell-off. And it happens. It's all part of the game. It's never 100%. There's no indicator that will 100% tell you, it's going to be a buy and you're going to be successful. That's why I think it's so important to when you are green, you're doing something that 95% of the market can't do. And that's why I find it so important to, cover your profits. But it's been trending up ever since. If it breaks and holds above $4.50, I think this can be a turning point for AKS. I think this thing can recover to $5, and it offers great potential. So if you see value in it, great. Set a confirmation, set a stop loss, and make sure you manage your risk. Because again, the only way that you can grow your account is if you can minimize the amount of money you lose and maximize the amount of money that you bring in. So today is actually my day back. I'm going to be talking about KEM, but. So did I not? Oh, I don't think I did. Did I? Well, this is one that I called out a while ago because of the consolidation. It's been showing signs of an uptrend. But I'll go ahead and cover that on another video. Feel free to message me in the TechBuild Solutions Discord chat. So again, all the links are down below if you guys want to stay connected with me. I do want to thank you guys again for the 71,000 subscribers, and we do have a little bit over 57,000 members within our TechBuild Solutions community. It's a free networking group, so if you guys would like to be a part of that and would like to learn a little bit more about what it is that I do when it comes down to investing in real estate, investing in the stock market, and the buying and reselling of these different supercars or motorcycles that I own, feel free to follow me. I'd love to be a part of your, again, you guys can click on the Facebook group on my channel and it'll send you right over there. I do want to let you know that I also do offer a mentorship and a lesson library, but that's me actually working with you on a one-on-one basis. If you would like, for me to guide you and kind of be a part of your success, then that's going to be the first link in the description. And it pretty much, I work with people on a one-on-one basis. I still don't tell you what to buy, what to sell. I try to help you find your eye for value. And that's one of the biggest things. I want to build that foundation for yourself so you don't have to rely on someone to tell you what to trade or to tell you where to buy or sell. It's really building that foundation so you can do this on a consistent basis, hopefully as a career, right? But I do want to let you guys know that I'm also the Yamaha R6. If you guys don't follow me on my Instagram, the link is down below. The Yamaha R6, let's see if the video will pop up. The Yamaha R6 that I purchased maybe less than a week ago. It's kind of when I sold the where is it? I don't think I uploaded here. Oh, right here. Oh, a week ago. So I didn't profit $1,500, but I made a $1,200 profit. So we were asking $4,000. We ended up selling it for $3,700, and that was in about a week. I'm here in Hawaii, and my buddy roommate took care of the sale. And again, I sold my R8 within 2 days, and that was a fun sell as well. So yeah, that's when I bought it. Or was it when I sold it? Yeah, right there. That's when I uploaded it. So thank you guys again. Feel free to stay connected. If you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to leave them down in the comments. But like always, guys, continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives in your success. That way in the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.